Hello.
Hello.
How are you?
I'm well. How are you?
I'm well.
That's good.
I'm tired already.
You're tired, boss.
Yeah.
Big start of the week.
Big start to the week. Big weekend.
Big weekend. What did you do this weekend?
Nothing. Nothing much. Just seemed to... Oh, we had the in-laws over for dinner on Saturday night.
Yeah.
Just seemed to not get enough sleep.
A lot of energy. A lot of energy having people over.
Yeah, it was good. Like, we haven't seen them since Christmas.
Yeah.
They live a long way away.
1.5 streets over.
Yeah. But, it was good. We just had tea and caught up with them. But, I don't know, we went to bed reasonably early Saturday night. Woke up like 9 o'clock Sunday, just snoozing.
Yeah, you were. You didn't text back for ages.
You did text me for breakfast at 6:15 or something.
Yeah, that's fair. On a Sunday. It probably was rude, but...
I didn't get the message till 9 o'clock. What are we doing in town?
Dropping Emma off.
Yeah, right.
And I was like, fuck, I wonder if Shuko's awake. Should go and have some brekkie.
Awake and being ready for town breakfast are two very different things.
That's fair. Well, hello everybody. Welcome to episode 35.
35.
35.
Yep.
We're closing in on 52.
We are. Closing in on Belton through a Sumatra.
Yeah. Sumatra this week, 762
So
Field.
good. We say it about every cigar that we smoke on this show, but
Yeah.
they're so good.
They're so good. They are very, very, very good. No, for a for a midweek little treat, the Sumatra is the go. The Warfighter boys are just excelling themselves at the moment.
I'm so excited for these new blends.
Yeah, I'm so
They're
excited.
going to be awesome.
I'm so excited for the old blends.
Yeah, that too.
They got a heap of old stock. That's,
new old stock, John was calling it.
Yeah, that's that they found out the back.
That's the only way we would be able to age cigars was if we forgot where we put them and then found them again. The only aged cigars I've got, I've been gifted from other people.
Yeah. Yeah, no, we're a bit early in our cigar career. We're too excitable.
Too enthusiastic.
We're too enthusiastic. We just want to put everything in our mouths.
Yep.
Not a bad way to be. It's fun to be excited about something.
Good way to
Not
be
enough
life.
people are excited about stuff these days.
No, everyone seems to be very sad.
Everyone's pretty sad.
Makes me sad then, and I don't like that.
No, you got to stay happy. Stay positive. It's did you ever watch Life of Brian? The Monty Python.
Yeah.
Always look on the bright side of life. So it's so fucking good. They're so funny. They don't make movies like Monty Python anymore.
No, well, not enough people got the humour, I don't think. It's a very, very you love it or you hate it
Yeah.
style of comedy.
Yeah, it is. So they reckon the new blends for these cigars are going to be out. They reckon the end of the year, like towards the end of the year.
Yeah.
Like middle to end of the year.
Because
So that's going to be very
John
exciting.
was going to the factory this week
Yep.
to grab some not for sale, not ready samples, just for media and
Yeah.
I think they got cigar shows coming up.
Yep.
So
How exciting. I wish we had cigar shows here.
yeah, imagine if we weren't run by vaginas.
Oh.
I see they're rolling out this new big swathe of fucking how they're going to combat illegal tobacco.
Oh, excellent.
Yeah.
We should spend more money on that.
Yeah, maybe just make the fucking product cheaper.
Yeah.
Anyway, I didn't read it because I've too early in the week to get angry at people.
Yeah, that's right.
But
No, they're going to do exactly what they're going to do. They keep asking for our feedback, but they seem to not be listening. So it'll be very interesting to see what happens. But the problem isn't getting any better.
no.
So generally, that means that the solution they're implementing isn't working.
Yeah.
So normally you would change your tact, but not our government.
Just keep
Filling
the bucket.
Keep doing the same thing.
Anyway,
I did hear a good tinfoil hat conspiracy though. And I don't know if this is a Australian tinfoil hat or a global tinfoil hat, but our government changed the taxes on fuel 2 weeks before the fuel prices nearly doubled.
Yeah, right.
Which has given them significantly more revenue
Yeah.
through the high. Not only, like, even if they kept the taxes the same, they would be making way more money from the fuel tax.
Yeah.
Because fuel's now, instead of $1, it's double. So they're making double the tax revenue on it. But they also increased it by, I can't remember how many percent it was, but by a pretty decent
That's
percent.
why they won't drop the excise to help people out at the minute.
Well, we gave them an idea 2-3 podcasts ago to become part of the romance scam.
Yeah. It would have worked way better.
It would have worked way better. But what they've done is ignored that advice and they've just hiked.
Banned Pornhub.
Yeah, banned Pornhub.
So maybe their next move is romance scam.
Maybe they have listened. They're just
maybe they're moving into
doing it in a
just taking out the competition.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
No, it's But anyway, so I was like, that's super interesting. It seems way too organised for our government, but if it's a global thing, like maybe it's just what's happening.
Barron Trump bought $30 million worth of fucking oil right before Dad invaded Iran.
Yeah.
So there is definitely some insider trading.
No, don't say things like that.
It's also very suspicious that our good tea towel wearing parliamentarian Fatima.
Yeah.
Is banning or pushing as hard as she can to not investigate the NDIS.
Yeah.
Because I guarantee her hijab's full of fucking corrupt money.
She's
fighting hard.
The NDIS has a bigger budget than our military.
Yeah, well, think Minnesota, for American listeners, just think what happened with the Somali pirates in Minnesota.
Yeah.
And that's happening here on a government-funded
scale
immigration policy. So
yeah.
The boys that crashed all the ones at Bankstown, those two young fellas, they sent they've been getting letters from the legal teams of all these NDIS suppliers and cease and desists, and they've just sent all their stuff to Pauline.
Yeah.
And now she's drafting a bill.
But they won't accept it. No,
they won't. But keep the heat on them. Fuck them.
Yeah, I don't know. Everything comes in waves, I guess. We're just seeing the tale of the crazy. But that's all right. It's all exciting.
I think
what an exciting time to be alive.
I think as long as all these politicians are nervously looking around in traffic, and I don't know how no one. I was saying to my father-in-law on Saturday night, is Alex Johnson for the Rabbitohs broke the record for tries and everyone rushed the field and elbow went down.
Yeah,
and I was like, how the fuck no one.
Because we're very polite.
And that's what Shane said. He goes, it shows how polite we are as a society that no one even threw a fucking beer at him or anything. I would have fucking...
There was a lot of... there was quite the vocal hubbub.
Oh, yeah, there always is.
But there was no...
That was a pretty ballsy move on his part. He only had 2 security.
Yeah. So, I think... But, we Australians just have our way of dealing with stuff. And whether it's a good way or a bad way, it eventually gets sorted out.
Yeah.
Because we're pretty casual, but...
Yeah. Oh, it's just interesting because normally you would think there'd be a fucking stray cup of beer or something like that.
That is his home ground, though. That's his seat.
Yeah.
That's literally...
Oh, absolutely. And that's what I said. There's no issue with him joining everyone else on the field. But it just amazed me that with that many people there...
Yeah, but that's just a tribute to our culture, right?
No, 100%.
And that's... Yeah.
But... Yeah, that's not all of us.
Yeah, that's fair. On a similar note, on our caravaning note, I watched a fella, and he's not the first one that I've watched in this space, but it did jog my interest into it slightly. So instead of caravaning, he bought a boat. And now he's circumnavigating the globe without a GPS. Yep. That's what he's doing with his spare time.
Good on him.
And for how much caravans cost now, you can buy not a bad little boat.
Yeah.
Boats aren't super expensive.
No.
You don't need, Jeff Bezos's mega yacht that has a mega yacht. He's just got, I can't remember how big it is. I don't know how boats work. But it's it sleeps 2 people in one communal kitchen thing, and it's not very big. You'd easily be able to spit from one side to the other.
So he hasn't been in the big waters yet. The big scary ones.
Travelled
he's already gone around.
Gone from Seattle. He did Seattle, made his way to New Zealand. Did New Zealand up through Indo, Fiji. That he did a 30-day open water crossing.
Fucking hell.
With a sextant and a piece of paper.
Yeah.
Yeah. What a fucking, like, he's similar age to us. He was a middle school teacher from Seattle.
Yeah.
It's called Sailing Songbird is the channel.
Yeah.
The boat's called Songbird. And he's like he looks like a pirate. It's hilarious.
Wow.
But he's just a casual dude. And he was sailing and then pulled up to this remote island in like French Polynesians.
Yeah.
And just like really liked the tribe that was living there. And just stayed there for like 4 months. Like just became part of their tribe. Learned how to make... They drink fermented coconut. Mm. And so like the flower that grows in the coconut sprig, before it starts stemming off the little arms that the little coconuts grow from, they like bend it in half and cut the tip off the flower and put a coconut leaf over the front and put a little empty coconut under it, and it just collects the sap.
Yeah.
And then it just ferments, and then they drink fermented coconut. And it's just, they drink it twice a day. The whole village at 12 and 5 sits around together and just get bent on coconut twice a day. And then they just go fishing for turtle and doing whatever.
Not a
like a proper, it's a proper tribe. Yeah. Like they don't have any like engines or lights or like, it's a pretty, they do have Starlink though, so they must have some stuff.
So they've got more access to Pornhub than we
do, yeah. Because once a year a French cruise ship pulls up to this island.
Yeah.
And they sell all their little things and for stuff from the cruise ship. It's like super interesting. But anyway, it was just like, it never even occurred to me that you could, like, obviously people have been travelling around the world without GPS for like a really long time. And we keep figuring out that it's longer and longer and longer and longer than we thought too. But like, to do that now is like pretty fucking ballsy.
Pretty impressive, yeah.
Like, that's a pretty...
there's a lot of people that would struggle to find their way out of a paddock with a compass.
Yeah.
Let alone a sextant.
And I, like, because I like just started watching his channel, he explains like how he's mapping the stars and like mapping his way to the place, like graphing it or whatever. But a sextant doesn't give you a position, it gives you a line that you're on.
Yeah.
But it's like 60 kilometres long, but just somewhere on that line.
Yeah, that's right.
And then you can get more and more and more and more measurements, and then you can slowly narrow yourself down. But like just a quick reading, you can do just like a reasonably like express sextant reading. It just gives you a line. And then like if you just track that line for long enough, you're obviously, your line's moving in the right direction or it's moving away from where you want to go.
Yeah.
You only need to start getting super precise once you start getting like reefy and like stuff that you don't want to hit.
Yeah.
But like for most of it, he reckons he just uses that big broad thing. And
I suppose open water.
Yeah.
You got a fair so that.
And it's only a little boat. Like it wouldn't have a deep
no, but it'd be
belly or whatever.
Terrifying in those big storms.
No, like some of the footage he's got, it's like loose. It's crazy. Like the waves, like it's just, but I guess because it's so little, it just like bounces over all the waves. Like, I don't know. There's probably a benefit to being tiny and nimble.
I remember that, who was that Australian chick that tried to sail around the world by herself years ago, like 2007 or something?
Yeah.
They made a movie about it.
Yeah, okay.
And anyway, like
Did she do it?
She did.
To spoil the ending of the movie?
Oh, yeah, well, it's a true story, so not really spoiling anything. But I think she missed out by... She didn't make the time. But like
but she did it?
Yeah, she went all the way around.
Yeah.
But she went... I think she had to divert. There was a big storm in Bass Strait.
Yeah.
So she had to divert around Tasmania.
Yeah, instead of going between.
And got hit with another big storm.
Yeah.
It was like a freak thing of like two
well, that's a pretty dangerous part of the world.
Yeah,
right?
and it ended up like sinking her and flipping the boat upside down, and then it sort of righted itself again.
What?
But like, yeah, it was... Yeah, that's how they portrayed it in the movie.
Yeah,
and the parents are like watching the tracker, and the tracker like goes out, and they're like, "Oh fuck!" She was like 16 or 15 or something.
What?
Yeah. She was like, yeah, I can do it. And they're like, righto.
But she obviously had GPS and stuff. Like,
She
you
had,
don't have to do
like
it.
modern for the time.
Yeah.
And had was blogging on a laptop because there was no GoPros or
Starlink.
internet.
Yeah.
And just did it all by herself.
That's impressive.
Yeah, well, it was. I just can't remember her name now.
I really want to
fuck
get
it
into.
up.
We live too far away from the ocean, but I think sailing. The only problem with sailing is the boat leans too much. Like, we went on a sailing trip with a family friend, and he had like a reasonably decent sized boat. I don't know what a big boat is, but like it was a comfortable. Like there was 6 of us, and it was like comfortable.
Yeah.
And we were just going like through the islands and stuff. Further up north in Queensland, and like it was super cool, but it's a lot of work and it's really leany.
Yeah.
You can't keep anything neat and tidy because a lot of the time the boat's like on fucking 30 degrees angle or whatever it is. Like, it's a significant angle.
One of my brother's best mates from uni, he does the Sydney to Hobart every year.
Yeah, okay, like the professional one.
Yeah,
okay.
It's hairy as.
Yeah, that's wild. Yeah,
he's I don't know if it was him or one of his crew that, like he said, if you go overboard in the wrong spot, you're done. They can't physically turn around quick enough to come back and get you before you're under the water, sort of thing.
Yeah, okay.
But they've got like self-inflating vests. I don't know if it was him or one of the crew went like it was rough, and he went through the rails, and the vests activate when they get wet.
Yeah.
And so he's like gone through, hit the water, it's puffed up, and then they couldn't get him back.
Oh, because the vest was
through the rails. Shit like that. But then they were training for it last year. I don't even know what time of year the Sydney to Hobart's on, but they were training for it, and they hit a whale.
What?
Out off the coast of Townsville.
Really?
Yeah. Like hooking along and fucking hit a whale. Like smashed the guy at the tiller fucking went through, like fucked all the steering wheel up. Like, it was just under the water. I was like, I never even thought of that.
Yeah.
I never even thought that
That's
you could just...
way worse than a kangaroo.
I'll show you some photos after we're done of just the fucking carnage on the boat.
Did they have to pull out after that?
Yeah.
So what happens? Did you get like airlifted, or do they like limp the boat to land? Or
it was still... I think they... I don't know. I would assume they just towed it back in. Because they were just doing, like, practicing.
Oh, they weren't like in
It wasn't
racing.
in the race,
Okay,
but... Just, I don't know, I was like, fuck, you wouldn't imagine that there'd just be a whale.
You'd think the whale would get the fuck out of the way.
Well, they're pretty big.
Yeah, but
if you're
still,
hooking...
Yeah, I guess so. They probably don't expect...
They're not expecting to get run into by a boat, I suppose.
It probably doesn't happen all that too frequently. And I guess, like, the big boats, like big ocean liners and stuff, move pretty fucking slow. Like, it's pretty easy to get. But those things, like, skip along. Like, they zip around.
Yeah, and they're not making a heap of
noise
in the water, I suppose.
Yeah, I don't know.
But yeah.
I wonder how often people hit whales.
Don't know. Justin hit one.
Yeah. Yeah. It's like our conversation before. The odds of that have to be so fucking low.
You would think so,
That's crazy.
Yep.
I'd never even thought. Because, like, when you're flying, you think of, like, bird strikes. When you're, like, in a chopper, you're like, fuck, I hope I don't hit an eagle.
Yeah.
We're fucked.
Yeah.
But, like, I've been in a lot of boats and I've never been like, geez, I hope we don't hit a whale today.
I've hit plenty of sandbars. I've never hit a creature.
Sandbar would be better than a fucking whale.
Yeah, sandbars just pull you up.
Yeah.
We hit one, Dad. We hired a boat just to take the kids for a run around. Where were we? It was like just through like Gold Coast Seaway and up and down around North and South Stratty and one of those little barbecue boats you get from...
yeah.
And we're fanging along and there's all these guys on the shore like waving, saying g'day and waving, and we're like, oh yeah, he's down. Next thing, fucking on the sand. And we're like, oh, they weren't waving. They were like, stop, there's a fucking big sandbar. Yeah. But like 2 of us just jumped off.
Yeah.
Pushed it. It was a little boat. So.
Yeah, and there's no crocodiles there.
No.
So it's all right.
Well, maybe there are now.
They're probably
coming down. But, yeah, I don't know. Open waters... I don't know.
The ocean freaks me the fuck out.
I don't mind swimming in it or anything, but I just don't know how I'd go on a little fucking boat way out.
Yeah.
Don't know.
I don't know. I'm not like... I was thinking about it. And I think if you had like, I don't know if I could do it by myself.
You couldn't.
I'd go fucking insane. I'd end up with a volleyball that was growing hair, and then I'd never be able to come back because everyone like... But, like...
Be you and Wilson for life.
Me and Wilson for life. But I think, like, That to me seems like a way more worthy endeavour than caravaning.
Yeah.
Like if you were going to like adventure and like go and see stuff. Because that is the ultimate, you can pull up anywhere.
Yep.
Like anywhere.
Wherever you want.
Wherever the fuck you want.
As long as
like
it's not cannibals or...
Yeah, and you're not in the middle of the ocean, I guess. But like,
because I can't remember if it was Rogan or Ranella, one of those sort of outdoorsy, adventure-y podcasts had a guy on, and they were rowing from, I think it was the bottom of South America to Antarctica.
Why? Rowing.
And so to sleep, you had to like go in and under the floor of the boat in like a coffin because it was so shallow because rowboat.
Yeah.
And like that was your sleep.
And did they just take turns? So was there someone always rowing?
They had a support boat.
Like giving them food and stuff because they obviously couldn't. They obviously couldn't carry.
But they weren't allowed to interfere. But yeah, fucking rowing.
So, like, you got 6 rowers.
Yep. So you got 8, I think they had 8 on a boat.
Yeah.
And so 2 would be like lying in their little coffin beds,
sleeping. Imagine how fucking rough that would be.
It's like the roughest straight.
Yeah, it's like the next
the bad one.
Yeah, well, the one between Tassie and Antarctica is like the real bad one.
Yeah.
And then that's like the next bad one.
Yeah, it was ages ago. I can't remember which podcast it was, but yeah, I was
People do some fucking fascinating shit. Like, imagine sitting there, like us sitting here on our potty, just being like, oh, yeah, that's pretty cool. Oh, that chick's like circumnavigated the world. You know what we should do? Row a fucking boat to Antarctica.
Mate, I can't even row a fucking boat across a dam without going round in circles.
That is like skill.
Yeah.
That's got to be, that's nearly mental illness level of doing something, isn't it? Like I guess like people have been doing stuff just to figure out if you can do it for a long time.
Yeah. I saw another guy on Instagram that spent 35 years living alone on an island because he just got sick of talking to people. he just went and moved on to an island. And he come back, he was like 72 or something.
What did he do for food? Just grew it?
Yeah, he just fucking chilled out and had to feed one person.
Yeah.
He was like, I'm fucking done talking to people.
What island? Did he own the island or did he just find an island?
Yeah.
Can you just do that?
Well, who's going to...
Yeah, I guess if it's not inhabited, you just fucking kick about on it.
I need a little tent. I'm sure he still came back for bits and pieces. He just didn't want to live with anyone. How'd he come back? Well, same way he got there. Like a boat. Yeah. He boated out there and was just living there. He's just like, fuck everyone.
They obviously had to have some sort of economy because he would have needed fuel. Oh, I have so many questions.
I'll find the story.
Yeah, find the story. That's not the guy that ended up with the sex doll as his wife, is it?
No, I don't think so.
I watched a Louis Theroux documentary years ago, and he was a stock trader. And him and his business partner won a bet one night with a guy who owned an island, and they got a 100-year lease.
Yeah.
On this island, and I can't remember whether the business partner died or if this guy sold. Like he had a mental break. Like he was. Yeah. Like just fucking cooked.
Checked out.
And he literally sold everything and moved to this island. And there's a trading vessel. It's been years. I'll have to find the doc. It was a Louis Theroux documentary because...
This is why people think we tell bullshit stories.
Yeah. We're so bad at recalling stuff. Which should be like our number one skill for people who have a podcast, but I guess that's what makes it. You don't know where it's turning. So many twists and turns. There was like a trade vessel, and he would like grow coconut stuff and whatever on his island. And because he owned the lease for 100 years, he didn't have to there was no rates or anything on it. It was completely self-sufficient. And he traded with them for like the basic things that he needed. And that was the only contact he had for forever. But he started collecting sex dolls. And so when Louis Theroux was there, he like had a wife that he carried around and like tortured,
that's
like as a person.
Yeah. Good on him.
He dressed her for dinner the night that Louis Theroux was there. Like he put on like a feed. He'd like completely gone off the deep end. It was the wildest fucking.
I could see out my days doing that.
Yeah, well, that's what he did. I think eventually, I wonder what the end game is.
Well, he's not burdening anyone.
No, like eventually he would just die, right? Like
Die with
eventually,
his sex doll wife and
eventually the traders, the boat that comes around, like he just won't go out there, and they'll be like, oh, he's probably left, but he'd just be dead somewhere, drowned, or
smell for a little bit, and the animals would eat you. And
and then he'd be fine. Like it was completely self-sufficient. Like he brought basically nothing. I think he brought like an IBC. And then just had like the washed up bottles and that, and then that was it. Like it just like, it was so loose. I'll have to find it. But yeah, it sounds very similar to that story, except old mate like didn't have a volleyball. He just had a sex doll, which I don't know where he got the sex dolls from, but Louis Rowe walked into his like hut and was like, what the fuck? It was awesome. Because that was in Louis Rowe's peak where he like went and talked to what was Nicolas Cage? The Scientology people, like went and lived with them for a while.
Yeah.
Went and lived with that sex cult down in Nevada or whatever. Like there was like, he just went and talked to like the wildest people, and that was one of the that was one of the places he went to. It was loose. But I was like, that is the ultimate in like just checking out.
Yeah.
Like I'm just gonna go live on a fucking
island. See you later. See you never.
But like without going and living with sex dolls on an island, like if you just had like a boat the size of a caravan, you could go to the Great Barrier Reef, then you could go to Indonesia, then you could go to, like, especially from Australia, we have so many beautiful islands that are very close. Like you never have to go to open water. I can't imagine you'd need a great deal of skill sailing. I'd say you'd figure it out pretty quick in the Whitsundays. Like just zip around.
Sure. Yep.
Get good at it and then start getting further and further out.
Yeah.
And like, to me, that sounds like a way more adventurous pastime than caravaning.
Yeah.
Going to a caravan park, parking your caravan arm's width away from another person's caravan, then driving to the next caravan. Like that just, gone are the days now, I think, where there's a great deal of adventure in it.
Yeah.
Like everything's, national parks are regulated. Everything's like, you can camp here, but you can't camp here. You can shower, like, you know what I mean? Like,
you can't just pull up.
You can't just pull
where you
up.
feel like it.
Like,
or say, I wonder what's over here.
Yeah, like I'll just jump over this cattle grid and sleep here. Like, it's
yeah.
Whereas, like on the ocean, you could just like, if there's a boat within eye width, you just sail to the next little cove. There's millions of them across our coastline.
Yeah, that's true. Just drop anchor and.
Like, put it in the comments whether I'm wrong or not, or whether there's like...
Oh, they'll fucking let us know, don't worry.
Whether there's like restrictions on where you can park your boat.
Well, I assume, because there'd be a lot of those that you can't even really get to by land. You know what I mean? Like some of those little bays, it's not like there's a road down to them.
A lot of the islands are like, one, not inhabited.
But even on the coastline. So if you just pulled your boat up there for 2 days, who's going to know you there?
Who's going to know you there? That's right. Like there's that many coves along, just like even without going from our coastline to another island, just our coastline.
Yep.
There'd be that many places all around Australia that you could just pull up in.
Yep. Yeah, I reckon there would be. Yeah, I don't know. But
I don't know if there's any restrictions. But yeah, let us know. Because like, to me... And then you just pull up in a town.
Yeah.
Dock your boat.
Well, you just have one of those little e-bikes or something on your boat. Scoot into town. Grab a few things.
Yeah.
You'd have to get pretty good at fishing.
Oh, like boats store a fair bit of fucking food.
Yeah.
It's not that hard to... Like, I don't know. What do you need? Pasta? Bit of mince?
Yeah.
Bit of tinned tomato?
Catch a couple of fish every day.
This guy was just catching fish flat out.
Yeah.
Like, he didn't even have a fancy rod. He had such small amount of gear. He had a hand line with, like, one of those high-vis plastic things that he just held. And he was catching yellowfin tuna, just, like, as he was, like, just cruising along. He was, like, pulled in this yellowfin tuna. He was, like, cut it up and just made sushi for dinner. He's had
for a
bulk rice.
month.
Yeah, like, imagine how much a yellowfin, like... Anyway,
Is that a big...
It's a fucking big fish.
Yeah.
It took him ages to cut it up. And it's like, that just, like, to me, that sounds like it'd be way more fulfilling. It's so cool.
Yeah.
And there's no sand because you're in the ocean. So it's
true.
You win. It's so good.
Salt.
It's a bit salty.
Yeah.
But, like, just carry, I don't know, how hard's fresh water? Surely you can, like, I wonder what's it called when you... Desalination.
Oh, they would have it on board, but you'd still have to have pretty good water reserves, I'd imagine.
For drinking. But like desalination would be alright for showering in.
Yeah.
You only got to shower. Wait
Well,
till
you
it
don't
rains.
shower, or do you just...
Yeah, when
you
it
only really
rains.
stinky for yourself.
Yeah. Yeah, and your partner, I guess.
Stand out on the bow and bit of soap.
Yeah, I don't know. I didn't really think about the shower situation.
The hygiene of it all.
But like, it'd be no different to, I guess caravans carry a fair bit of water. But you don't need that much water. Like, what's a shower take? A couple of litres?
Yeah, we did. I used it last time we went out with the kids. I deliberately, like, our shower's plumbed into the main water tank on the trailer. But I've also got it set up that I can draw out of any water source. I just turn a valve and I can draw out of a creek or out of a 20 litre.
Yeah.
So I just used a 20 litre jerry can so we could, just for my own understanding of
how much it worked.
And if you just, like, we were, like, the kids aren't real big, but, like, you just turn the shower on, get wet, turn the shower off, lather up, soap it all up, clean your toes, turn it back on, rinse off. I think we used, like, 8 litres.
For the whole family?
For the whole family?
For the night?
Yeah, for the night.
Yeah.
So the 20 litre got us through 2 days.
Yeah.
Which isn't bad.
Yeah,
And that
so
wasn't
it's
like
like-
fucking, we weren't, like, ripping in.
Yeah. But,
So-
like, I'm sure a boat could carry a couple of 100 litres of water. They're pretty fucking big. Like, even a little boat's, like, still pretty big.
Yeah.
Like, his boat was little, but it was, like...
Yeah, I wonder how much water... Yeah,
Because there was 2 of them, him and a bloke that he met. He picked him up in New Zealand and they did an open water 30-day crossing, the 2 of them.
Yeah, we average 4 litres per person per day.
Yeah.
For drinking water.
And they, like, ran out. Like, they were, like...
Dehydrated.
Panicking. They were panicking because, like, well, no, they weren't dehydrated, but they ran out on the last day. When they saw land, they'd run out of water.
Well, that's 8 litres a day by 30 days. What's that, like 240
You're going to get real math here.
I'd say 240 litres.
So what do we say, 8 by 30?
Yeah, it'd be 240.
240, good job. We don't even need to fact check.
It's fairly basic maths.
I'm fucking terrible at math.
We're terrible at everything. Liv was yelling at the podcast the other day because we didn't know what a baby koala was called.
What's a baby koala called?
Joey. We had to look it up.
No. We didn't. It's not called a Joey, is it? We looked it up.
We looked it up. It was a Joey.
Was it?
And Liv was in the car like, did you even go to school? Daddy said she was just yelling at us on the...
Good job, Liv. Good job.
Just nailed it.
Nailed it. She's smarter than us. Maybe we'll have her as a guest on the podcast.
Wouldn't be hard.
No, we didn't get here because of our smarts. We got here because of our staggering good looks.
Absolutely. That's why we started with a no video format.
Yeah.
Yes. No, it's yeah, maybe we could do boats.
I reckon we should do boats. I reckon you and I should
do a submarine.
I don't know about a submarine. Fuck. Maybe like one that just goes under the water.
Like a U-boat.
Like a U-boat, yeah. I wonder if a submarine's smoother than a boat.
Yeah, it'd have to be.
Have to be, because you're not getting the waves. You're just like getting the pull up and the down. So it'd just be bobby, but it wouldn't be like choppy. I don't know if I could do a submarine. I don't mind in close. Did you? Because you went to school here, right?
Yeah.
Did you go to Emu Gully?
Yeah.
As a school camp? Did you do the Rats of Trabuc pipe crossing? Did that exist when you were there? Because they banned it not long
pussies.
after. Yeah, because fucking claustrophobia.
Yeah.
Like I fucking sodded through that.
Yeah, no
like,
problem.
It was no problem.
Yeah.
Like I've got no. So for everyone who like didn't grow up in Toowoomba, which is like everybody
97% of our
podcast. There's a place down the bottom of the range in Whitcott. Wait, I don't know if it still exists anymore. I
think it does.
Does it?
Yeah.
Called Emu Gully. And it's where everyone did their year 7 camp.
It's like an adventure park.
It was like an adventure park.
Yeah.
They did like tree climbing, and you had to like they had like mud pits where you had to like use teamwork to get across the bridge.
Yeah.
And, like all that sort of stuff.
Build rafts out of 20 litre buckets.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah. But they had this.
Rats of Trabuc.
Yeah, like a, what did you call it? Like an obstacle course.
Yeah.
That was called the Rats of Trabuc, and it was modelled after the World War II soldiers that had to go under the streets in France. Pulling my knowledge back now.
No. Oh, maybe it was. Which I don't know why they called it the Rats of Tobruk. But
I can't. That's just. It sounds what it was. That's what my brain's telling me. But a very cool. Could be wrong. Anyway, it was modelled after something that the Australian troops had to do in World War II, and it was climb through basically sewer drains in a city.
Yep.
And so you had to. They had like a small amount of water in the concrete. It was basically
they're just stormwater
drains, and you just had to start at one end and get to the other side of them. And like heaps of people didn't do it because they were all pussies.
Yeah.
But anyway, that was the
they
reference.
All work for the government.
They all work for the government. It would be interesting to actually know.
Get your fucking head in the pipe.
Yes, go do Emu. Maybe that should just be a requirement. Everyone has to go to Emu Gully for the week and redo Year 7 camp if you're going to be part of the government.
Yeah.
Learn your history. Anyway, so that was my reference. Anyway, so like I'm reasonably good with claustrophobia. Like I can go cave snorkeling. Like when I went scuba diving, we went under like heaps of bommies and stuff, and like swum under the coral and out the other side and stuff. Like but I don't know if I could work in a submarine. Like that's crazy. Submarines are like
next
level weird. Like it's like come into my steel tube and then we're going to lock the door
for 6 months.
For 6 months and then we're just going to pop up somewhere else. Like, I don't know. It sounds crazy to me.
Be fucking dark and like it's not like you could just look out the window and...
No.
Yeah. Maybe we'll just do a boat.
Yeah. I don't know if you'd get me in a submarine. I genuinely don't know if I could do a submarine. Because like I won't do activities that I can't drive away from.
Yeah.
Like I have to have a car with me all the time.
Yeah, right.
Like otherwise I like just freak out. I have to like have an exit strategy.
Yeah.
To like be able to leave a situation. That's just how I've always been.
Yeah, yeah. Well, we went.
So like even when I go on holidays, we like hire a car and then like park it there.
Yeah.
So I've got a car.
It's
But I like very rarely go somewhere where I don't have a car.
Well, you haven't got
or I don't have
to
access to a car.
Yeah.
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 Yeah. We went scuba diving on our honeymoon. Danny's going to hate me for telling this story, but she'll be like, she's like mad claustrophobic.
Is she?
Yeah, oh, yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Absolutely. And like we're going out, you go out to the outer reef, you go out to the pontoon.
Yeah.
You can scuba and that.
Yep.
And we're going out and they get the sales rep round. There's like, there's only 20 spots for scuba diving.
Yeah,
I was like, fuck it, it's our honeymoon. Like, we've never done it. Let's do it. Danny's like, nah. Then I got to. I was like, yep, we'll do it.
Yeah.
And on them, you've got to actually go down through the middle of the boat and swim out under it.
Yeah.
And she was just like, fuck this. Like, you got the weights on and the tank. And anyway, she got, I can't remember who it was, one of the fucking, like, backpacker helpers was like getting all the gear ready. And they've put a face mask on, just haven't got it sitting right. And so we've gone under and like 2/3 of the way under the boat, she started taking on water and just like, fuck this, I'm fucking out, like I'm done. Like we got it up to the top and she was like, nah, fuck this.
Yeah.
Because like literally filled the mask with water and they're like, you're fine, you can see everything, just breathe normal. And she's like, I can't even fucking see. So anyway, they've like, we've got it under control. And got the actual guy who knew how to scuba dive to come and like
fit the mask properly,
and set it up. And then it was sweet. We were down there for like 40 minutes.
Yeah.
But like, because then like Danny was just rattled. She was like, fuck, this is like pretty hairy.
Pretty scary.
But then like, so the lady's like, well, we'll put a guide with you guys and she can show you around through all the bombies. And I'm like fucking 5-time high school age champion for swimming.
Yeah.
And I'm like, just fucking let go of me. She's like, kept holding my hand. And I'm like, I just wanted to toddle off over here. And I just couldn't go anywhere. And I was like, that sucked. It was still good. Like it was, and like to Danny's credit, she fucking killed it. Like we got up to the top and she's like, we're done already.
Yeah.
It's like, you've been out there for like 3/4 of an hour.
Once you get into the groove of scuba diving, it's like nothing else.
Yeah.
Like it's just
and like
really
scubaing, snorkeling, she's fine.
Yeah.
Because you sort of,
you can
especially
just
like around at Whitsundays and that, you can like stand up most of it. We went with the kids when they were real little and Liv was like, couldn't even swim. We just had her in a life jacket, like zipped up tight with like a tow rope. She's just bobbing along behind, fucking didn't even, and we're just like...
She would have been having the best time just bobbing in the ocean.
But it was
it's real sheltered along that Great Barrier Reef. Like, it's beautiful,
And like even because Spencer would have only been like 4 maybe.
Yeah.
And it was shallow enough that he could even, like, if he wanted to, like stand up, but he could
yeah.
still put his head in and see all the fish and stuff. Like,
Yeah.
it was pretty cool. But
Yeah, that is cool.
yeah, I'd like to go. I went stupid and was like, I'm going to get my scuba diving license and I'm going to go and do all the wrecks off Rockhampton. And
Yep.
nah,
No, I did the same. And then I had a client.
My sinuses are fucked. If I go below about 12 metres, I fucking
Oh, really?
just start nearly bleed. Like, it's just insane pain.
Yeah.
Yeah,
No, I
too
didn't have
much
any of that.
pressure.
I've like done quite a bit of scuba diving, but it's one of those. We live too far away from the fucking ocean. Like, such a big job to get you. Like, so but there is a scuba. There used to be a scuba club in Toowoomba.
Was it? Yeah, right.
Across the road. Well, not across. Well, kind of across the road from the Irish. Like,
Oh, yeah.
down.
It's an odd place to have it.
Yeah. They had a dive shop in that for years and years and years. It's not there anymore because it's a weird thing to have in Toowoomba. But one of my clients, I met her and she lived at the Gold Coast, and I met her at Mark and Amanda's place. I was shooing for one of the Easter rides.
Yep.
They just I was just being the farrier so people could like fix their horse. Anyway, like got along with them like a house on fire. And, she's like, we've been looking for a farrier for ages. And I was like, yeah, whatever. So I was like, where are you? She's like, the Gold Coast. And I was like, I don't travel to the fucking Gold Coast. Like, I flat out like...
Ride your fucking horse to that.
Yeah. I was like, I'm not travelling to the Gold Coast. There's not a fucking chance. Anyway, she was like, I'm a scuba instructor because we were talking about scuba diving and all that sort of stuff. And she's like, here's the deal. You come down, shoot my horses, and then we'll go scuba diving. I was like, fucking done.
Yep.
Easy done. Like, I'll make time for that. And then, as everything always happens, she'd be like, all right, come down, like, come spend the weekend down, shoot our horses, and then we'll go scuba. And I was like, look, I'd fucking flat out. I don't know. I'll come down, shoot your horses, and then I've got to go straight.
Yeah.
So it just never happened. And now they don't live at the Gold Coast anymore, which is a fucking shame. But that was the closest I ever got to, like, regular scuba diving, and I was a long way off that still.
Yeah.
Like, had a person with all the gear, scuba instructor, that had the little boat, like, ready to go.
We had a project
and I still
manager.
couldn't get fucking time to go and do it. Like, just...
Yeah.
Like, I'd probably, like, maybe, like, now? Probably not.
It's a big...
Because I don't shoe anymore.
Yeah.
So, like, I'm not doing the races and, like, all that sort of stuff. So I'd probably be able to make time now. But they don't live at the Gold Coast anymore. So it's a bit of a shame.
Go on your own sort of thing.
She was a professional mermaid.
Oh, one of those weirdos.
That was her job.
Yeah. Well, she's not the weirdo. I think it's people that like the professional mermaids.
Well, she did like kid parties and stuff. Like, so, like, that'd be like calling Liv a weirdo for liking mermaids. She like did one of the what do you call it? Shopping centres at the Gold Coast put a big tank.
Oh,
in,
yeah.
and she was like the mermaid for that for a while. Loose. Like, what a weird. There is some people that make money weird ways. Professional mermaid has to be top 10.
Yeah. Yeah. It's up there.
It's up there. Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know what beats professional mermaid. I'm trying to think of the other things. Sailing around in a boat and
It's not really
YouTubing.
making your money.
Well,
YouTube.
He makes heaps. He's got like over 1 million subscribers. He makes tons of money.
Yeah,
he didn't when he started. But now he's like fucking, he just cruises around. He's got that YouTube money, son.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
What's that like?
Yeah. Yeah,
He obviously doesn't smoke cigars on his videos.
And swear. YouTube hates us.
Fucking pussy.
Pussies. Yeah.
Yeah, we had a project manager who was from Venezuela, and he had his rescue dive certification.
That's cool as
So
shit.
you go real deep.
Yeah, that's cool.
And he was a bigger boy, and he was telling me one day we were at camp doing something, and like no one ever talked to him because he was like Venezuelan and a bit hard to understand. But I was just like chatting away after work.
Yeah.
And he said he come over here and went for a dive because he said there's off the coast of Venezuela is like, or where he was diving near Venezuela, you sort of go out and then it's just like
just like a dead drop.
just cliff face.
That's cool.
And they'd like go down like I can't remember
Deep.
what the depth is for a rescue dive, but it's a fair way down.
Fucking deep.
It's further than 12 metres. And,
you've got to like stop a couple of times on your way up. Yeah.
You know, John will be fucking screaming at this
John will
podcast
be
because he does it. He does this shit for a
screaming.
living.
Yeah.
But
John, are you fucking idiots?
But
Sorry, John.
Yeah, you fucking use your fucking noodles.
Yeah.
But he come over here and went and did a dive. One of the sunk ships off the coast of Rocky.
Yeah.
And he was down there for ages. And he said the guy he was with, the guide, kept like being like, check your oxygen. Like, we've been down here for ages. Like, how much oxygen? He's like, 80%.
Yeah.
He's like, I just don't breathe down there. I'm so relaxed at that because it's such a shallow depth.
So chill. Yeah.
Yeah. And he was like, just one thing he missed was being able to do it
All
as
the time.
regularly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. And, like, I just don't know. And, like, maybe, like, because obviously, like, Jess, like, did it a lot. So maybe when you live at the coast, there's, like, more people that do it. And maybe we're just not, because we don't live at the coast, we think it's, like, a rare thing to do. But it doesn't seem like there's a huge community of scuba divers in Australia. There probably is, though. I've never really looked into it. There's a fair few,
like, good shipwrecks and
there's
stuff.
There's a lot of amazing
coast.
dives. Yeah. There's, like, a heap of really, really... Like, Magnetic Island, that's got, like, heaps of really cool ones.
They've also got lots of fucking tiger sharks.
Lots of tiger sharks, yeah. You want to carry, like, some sort of stabby device, I think. You'd be going toe-to-toe with tiger sharks a fair bit.
The brother's mate does the Sydney to Hobart, he started his... They met at uni and he was a marine biologist.
Yeah, okay.
And he was just like, don't... Like, they were doing a lot of work between Townsville and Maggie, and he was like, just stay on the boat. just stay on the ferry. It's pretty hairy down there, so... He had a pretty cool job. He, like, tagging sea turtles, sail along and just dive off the boat onto them and tag them, and... ended up being starting like a building company in Sydney. And that's... makes good money doing that.
Yeah, it's interesting.
Yeah.
Marine biology would be like a weird job. Be like a super weird job.
Yeah.
Because you'd have to, like, be real serious about stuff that's not real serious.
yeah.
Like, you're in your swim trunks all the time. Like, how are you, like, taking scientific notes while you're, like, sipping on some sort of, like, fruity drink on a boat with a shirt, without a shirt on? Like,
or with your wetsuit on.
Yeah.
Weaning your wetsuit to warm up.
Yeah. Well, you wouldn't have to do that much on the East Coast, especially as you go further north. That water is warm all the time.
Yeah.
It, like, never gets cold.
No.
But, like, I wonder... I have to ask John, next time we're talking to John, I wonder if there's any, like, tiger sharks or, like, anything like that where he dives. Because he does a lot, like, in South America and that.
I believe so.
Yeah, I just make it up.
Again, we'll just make it up if you don't know.
Make it up, yeah. But yeah, like every dive here, except for the Great Barrier Reef, because there's reef sharks there.
But
there's not
very sheltered.
It's real sheltered.
Yeah.
But like a lot of the other coastal dives, you're sort of arguing with great whites and tiger sharks a fair bit.
All you got to watch at the Whitsundays is that your new husband doesn't turn your fucking oxygen tanks off.
I forgot about that. Yeah. Just a photo, taking a selfie at the bottom of the ocean with your new wife just grabbing her fucking regulator.
Her fucking regulator because you turned her tank off. You psycho.
Yeah. That's crazy. Did he ever get done for that? He did.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. I never saw the end of that one. Yeah. Not the best way.
No.
Like,
a lot of witnesses.
A lot of witnesses. It's like, once again. And also, like, not the cleanest way to do it. Not that I'm condoning it, but like that's just such a weird thing. Like imagine, once again, you're like in a wetsuit, scuba diving, looking at some pretty fish, just relaxing.
Yeah.
Like why would you be like, now's the time?
Yeah.
Just turn that tap just a little bit.
After you've just paid for the wedding.
Yeah,
weird.
I don't know. That's what a weird time to do that. That's such a relaxing... It's hard to think anybody could have any negative thoughts whilst scuba diving.
Yeah, he obviously had planned it. But, I don't know.
Yeah. Strange thing to do. Anyway.
Well, takes all kinds, I suppose.
Yeah. Yep.
It was, but then, I mean, then you start watching all those fucking weird true crime docos.
I don't know how anybody watches that, let alone women. That's the weirdest thing that freaks me out the most, is they are the number one consumers of like violent crime documentaries. It's like you guys should be the most terrified, even though
it's how they learn how to avoid it. I think they think they're.
Like, you reckon they think they're learning?
Yeah, they're like, I don't know. I've seen this before. Like, I'm not getting into that elevator.
In Australia, men are like 2 or 3 times more likely to have a violent crime committed against them than a female.
Yeah, we breed hard women here.
Yeah, they're fucking crazy. But, like, I don't know. Like, I don't even like watching those things. Like, you see the bad in people without having to watch violent crime documentaries. Yeah. So I don't know. Like, because I know, like, some of my, like, girl clients, they used to, like, watch them to go to bed. You're like, what the fuck?
We watch them all the time. But, like, I'll watch them. I'm more interested in, like, how they solve them.
They're not telling you how they solve them. There's no fucking way. There is zero chance that they walk you through the exact chain of every technology they use to catch them. That would be like... You'd be sitting there as a serial killer just taking notes, being like, All right, using this. All right, well, we're going to need to learn how to overcome that. That they are 100% leaving steps out.
Yeah, but I'd prefer the ones where they catch the guy. Like, you get the ones where they're like, at the end of it, it's like, he was never convicted and it was never, and it's like, fucking, what a waste of my time.
And Jack the Ripper still exists.
But Chappelle did a bit about that ages ago, about like, why the fuck are all these schools doing like active shooter drills?
Yeah.
Because he's like, we all know there's a white kid at the back of the class going, okay, they're locking doors 1, 3 and 5.
Yeah.
They're going to be hiding under the desks.
Yeah.
And he's like, we're literally, and he's like, I'm saying white kids because it's
always
a lot
the
of black
white
kids shooting up the school. And it was the best bit. He was just like, we're literally teaching these.
Yeah.
They're like, one of the kids in the class is the one that's going to be the shooter.
Yeah, well, statistics says that it's generally someone that goes to that school. Yeah.
And he was like, we're literally explaining to them where we're going to hide.
Yeah, how we're going to do it.
What our response time is.
Yeah. There's a one kid in the back just starts his stopwatch.
Just writing notes and...
Johnny, what are you doing? Nothing.
Nothing. Counting his steps to the door.
Yeah,
it was the best bit. It was so funny.
Yeah, that is true though. Like, it's like, you're better off just like not talking about it. I don't know.
But then what do you do when it happens and no one knows what the fuck to do?
Yeah, that's fair.
Just a turkey shoot.
Well, I think it, like, without bringing any humour to a very dark situation, I think it generally is to start with until someone rocks up.
Yeah.
Like, I don't think hiding... It's like, actually, that, like, I don't know. Like, I wonder, because we obviously don't have... We have, like, a lot of shootings here, but not a lot of school shootings. It's normally gang member on gang member.
Yeah.
And it's in one of the highest gun control states in
What?
Australia. What? We're not going to go there. You do see a lot of advertising, like in American shows, for those backpacks that you pull out and it's like the little Kevlar vest that kids get. I wonder how many of them they actually sell. Like, you reckon there's like...
Probably a lot in certain schools.
Yeah, I reckon there would be. Like, it's so... Like, that is a really interesting... like social difference between Australia and America, because that's like...
we used to have double glazed glass at school to stop tennis balls going through them, and they're fitting ballistic glass to stop fucking 9mm going through them.
Well, I still remember, so when we were at school it didn't exist, but the year after we left it did exist, metal detectors at Harristown.
Really?
Yeah. So there's metal detectors for the entry of Harristown now. Well, like, this is years ago. I don't know if they're still there anymore, but for ages they had to go through metal detectors. And that was like, we were like, what the fuck? But apparently that's like super normal for American schools.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is.
But
yeah.
it's like, I remember like it's different now because they've got them all like big fencing around all the schools now that they lock up during time. But like when we went to school, you used to be able to like just drive around.
Jump the fence.
Yeah. Like drive into the middle of the school.
Yeah.
Like just do whatever you wanted. Like, it was no boundaries from like in and outside school. Like, it was sort of just like a block in the middle of town with a school on it. Now it's like you can very clearly see you drive past school, big metal fences and high gates and stuff that are all electric and stuff.
St Mary's doesn't
it?
No, it's all just picket fence.
Actually, that's true, yeah. It's just a normal looking school in the middle of... Whereas, like, Downlands now has that massive black fence around it. It's huge. Yeah. Lofty definitely does. Harristown
That's probably to keep the kids in.
You reckon? I didn't even think of that. Maybe. We did wag a lot of schools.
Because they're not allowed to, even in primary school now, they're not allowed to... Like, if a kid does a runner, the teachers aren't allowed to grab them. They've just got to follow them at a safe distance and keep being like, come back, Johnny. They'll follow them for fucking... kilometre.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
I don't think the teachers gave a fuck when we went to school.
No.
They were just like, you're better off not being in class.
There was a kid, one of those kids that wears sped phones at school, and he just walked out one day and the teacher was like, I've just got to follow him. Got to stay like 20 metres behind them and just keep an eye on them. I'm not allowed to touch them. I've just got to wait until they either come back at their own will or we can get onto a parent to come pick them up.
Wow.
And I was like, fuck, I'd have that kid round the first fucking tree out of sight. Just give him a flog.
Just leave him go.
Well, let him go.
Just let him go.
They ain't little kids like 2 or 3.
Yeah, that's probably,
they just need
that's probably fair. Yeah, they just need a good kick in the arse and a good drag
back to school.
Back to school.
Yeah, put your fucking shoes on.
Yeah, that's probably a bit different. But like middle school, high school, it's just like fucking... Like our teacher, or one of my teachers, didn't even let me sit in the classroom.
Yeah, I had one that we'd line up out the front of class and
Yeah.
she'd be like chicken off the roll and she'd be like, office.
Yeah. No, I didn't even get the office. She was like, get a desk outside.
Yeah.
And I just have to sit on the desk outside the classroom. So I just leave.
Yeah.
It's like, well, I'm not fucking
sitting here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And she's like, too disruptive. And I was like, that's fucking boring.
Yeah.
Like.
Yeah, no, we're the same.
So I used to just go, like, just cruise down to Man Arts.
yeah,
and
same.
just
Go and see Stoddy and what are you doing? Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, go and see Mr. Mog and that and just fucking cruise around in Man Arts and just make something or
Count the
whatever.
183 bricks in the detention room at Clifton.
Yeah.
I think it was 183.
Yeah.
It's 183 or 187.
Yeah.
Fucking counted them a few times.
Yeah. No, they didn't really have detention at Lofty.
But we had good teachers too. Like I know I used to, if you had a sport or a spare period at the end of the day, go and see the principal, assistant principal. Like, hey man, I'm out. Like I'm just going to sign out and go home. He's like, we've got a staff meeting after work. Can you just duck down to Food Works, grab a couple of bottles of milk, and then you can go. Or he'd say ring your dad because your mum will say no. Yeah, that sort of thing.
Yep.
And they were good. Even the coppers that we had out there were good. Like, they'd.
Yeah.
I got lift from the footy to the pub, in a fucking senior's jersey.
Yeah.
He's like, what are you doing? Because he'd lock you up at the footy. And he was like, we had a grand final day there, or Mother's Day match or something.
Yeah.
And he's like, what are you doing? I said, mate, I'm just going to park my ute here for the night. And I'm just going down to King's. He's like, oh, right, I'll jump in. I'll give you a lift.
Yeah.
It's like,
better at the pub than wherever else.
Yeah.
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 But
yeah, it's gone to those days.
But then if some shit was going down, some dickhead was, doing burnouts in people's front yards, he'd go, who was it?
Yeah.
And we'd all go, it was him. Or, it worked both ways.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
So, anyway, that's another reminiscing.
Growing up in a small town.
Yeah.
No. That's how my mum did her driver's licence. She had to drive the copper to the pub, sit there until the copper had finished drinking.
Yeah. Drive him home.
So he knocked off. That's how they used to do it. So she went and picked him up at knock off.
Yeah.
And then drove him to the pub and then picked him up after he'd finished drinking, drove him back home, and then if she'd done a good job,
that's your licence.
That's how she got her licence.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I think that's how Dad and his two brothers got their truck licences, because they all jumped in the truck and just drove to the cop shop.
Yeah.
And he was like, well, you drove past yesterday. I saw you cart a load of grain out, and I've seen you do it 3 times this week. So he's just like, rode him out. Here you go.
He's clearly can drive a truck. Yeah.
So, not now.
No. Not unless you're from a different country. Then you just get one on a
just
packet.
Like, we just give you $100,000 a year and a truck to go and smash into people with.
Yeah. But no. Yeah, no, it's I wonder what the skill level, without doesn't matter what the activity was, whether it's driving him to the pub or driving him home, whatever, it doesn't matter. Or the copper's just seen you driving the truck and knowing that you. I wonder what the skill level difference would be to a highly regulated. You can only drive the learner truck with the instructor in it. You only do 20 hours, then you go and get your license, and then you start driving a truck. I wonder what the skill level of that versus the other way actually is, because I bet you the other way is better.
Absolutely. And I think it wouldn't work in a big area. This is back in a time where there was the coppers knew everyone.
Yeah, I guess
everyone knew everyone. He was like, you were in John's truck.
Yeah,
from two places over.
Yeah, maybe there's it's the same as what do they call it? The
there wouldn't be a police officer in Toowoomba that would know you or I by first name.
No. Well, you'd hope not.
Well, one of them, but
there's a handful, but only because they're mates. We know them through activities, but not because they just the copper of the town.
Yeah.
You know them through extracurricular activities, but I wonder because there's I think it's 250 people. You can have a relationship with up to 250 people. I can't remember what
something like that,
the tribe mentality or whatever the actual psychological name for it is, but you can keep track of 250 people in your life.
Yeah.
Once it gets bigger than that,
you start
deleting a few. You start deleting a few, and so I wonder if towns have that where it's really good at self-regulating at 15,000 people or 1,000 people or whatever. But then once you get to like 50,000, it starts not self-governing anymore. Like, because like in a small town, there's that other weird phenomenon that happens in small country towns. If someone's in trouble, everyone stops and asks them if they're okay.
Yeah.
But in the middle of Sydney, if someone's in trouble, nobody stops because somebody assumes that somebody else has already stopped to ask them whether they're okay.
And even it used to annoy me to no end, but also is pretty impressive now that you think about it, that like Mum would be telling a story and she'd be like, oh, Joan and Jeff, you know, like her dad had this and remember his uncle had this, and they could just tell you like fucking 12
the lineage,
back 3 generations across 12 families, just to tell you that he got a flat tire on the way to church on Sunday. Yeah. And I was just like, fucking get to the point. But then you're like, fuck me, I couldn't. I couldn't tell you what, you know, anything about any of the people I know.
Our old landlord, he's the same. He'll start telling you a story. Like I still we catch up all the time because he's just an interest. He's got like so much knowledge of the area we live in. Like what to feed cattle at what time of year, what the grass, like just from time of being there. Like his 3rd or 4th generation of like out there, so they know everything about everything. But he'd be like, this person from this dad who was this and did this, and then because of that they did this, and then this, and you're like, where the fuck is this story going?
Remember that barn fire like back in...
but he can tell you the dates of when the pub existed on the corner, when the blacksmith shop was there, like everything is so interesting. Now you're like, you can't remember what shop was where fucking 3 days ago when it shut down.
We went out for breakfast on Friday, Danny and I, because Danny had the day off work as well.
Yep.
And we're having breakfast, and I was like, right, well, that's it, we'll go home. And she's like, I just want to go to Aldi and do a shop. And I was like, that's good. I've got a heap of bags of coins and shit in my ute. I'll go and bank them at NAB at the same time.
Yeah.
And she was sort of like, oh, yeah, okay, have you got anything else to do in town? I was like, no, that's it. We'll go and do that.
Yeah.
So I rattled over to NAB at Cliffo's there.
Yeah.
And I did all the banking, and then she's ringing me. She's like, where the fuck are you? I was like, I'm just walking across there now. She's like, from where? And I said, from NAB. She's like, Aldi's not there. I said, what do you mean? She said, Aldi's up at the range.
Oh, that's like where World Gym is now.
Yeah, and I was like, who the fuck knows that? She's like, they haven't been there for 5 years. And I was like, well, 5 years ago, that's the last time I saw an Aldi there. I was like, I didn't know it was a gym, mate. And so she's like, don't worry about it. I'll just do the groceries myself. And I was like, oh, surely you would have pulled me up when I said I'm going to NAB.
Like, there was like checkpoints through this conversation.
Like, I just assumed that you were going to, once we'd done the groceries 3 blocks from where we had breakfast, that we would part ways and you would go and do the rest of your in-town jobs. And I was like, well, I just assumed that it was walking distance from the bank. So I didn't even know where Aldi was. So
yeah. Anyway, I don't know where Aldi's moved to.
The Range, above Kmart. Or the Ridge Shopping Centre. You know where Kmart is? South Toowoomba.
Yeah.
Up from there, like up the hill.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't fucking know that.
Is there not one on this side of town anymore?
There's one at Wilsonton.
Yeah.
And one at North Point.
Yep.
And one at there.
Yeah.
But there's not one where I thought it was.
Yeah, okay.
So anyway.
That's so weird.
I missed out on Aldi shopping. I was just
devastated.
Crushed me.
I
cried the whole way home.
Never going to recover from this one. Tactical coins.
Yeah. So I don't even know what supermarkets are in my town anymore.
So it's like, I don't know, like we just, I guess we're past that 250 cunts stage where you just fucking lose track of everything.
Well, because we've got access to 100 million cunts.
Yeah. But it's like even the same as like phone numbers, right? Like you used to remember your girlfriend's home number.
Yep.
Your mum and dad's, like your home number, your uncle and auntie's phone number. Like I'm fucked without my phone now. I still remember my old man's and my mum's.
Yeah, I can ring... Yeah, my parents, if they still had their landline, I could ring it. And if my grandparents weren't dead, I could ring them.
If mum and dad still had their landline on like 4 houses ago, I could ring that one.
Yeah. I never had a girlfriend before my wife, so I didn't have to learn any other girls' numbers.
No. But now, like, you just don't retain phone numbers. It's
I still retain a lot of the businesses around town.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay, that's
so
impressive.
I tell one of the apprentices, I'll just ring Southwest Fall Drive.
Yeah.
And they're like Googling. I'm like 463477171.
Yeah.
And they're like, what? I'm like, that's just the because I used to have back in the early mechanicing days. You just write them all on, or you had all their stickers on the underside of your toolbox. Or you had them all written down.
Yeah.
And then phones come in, and it's like I don't even have them saved in my phone now. I just Google it every time I want to ring them.
Yep. Yeah, I'm the same. Like people ring me, like, who the fuck's this? You rung us like 10 minutes ago. It's like, oh shit.
Yeah.
But like we had, like, you know how you get like, I can't remember what it's called now. Like those password savey apps, the worst things in the whole world. They never fucking work properly. They log you out of them every fucking time you want to use something.
I've got a really good one at the moment, but it's because it's got a PIN number to get into it.
Yeah, okay. That's pretty clever.
Yeah. But I forget to put my passwords in there anyway. So
it doesn't work. So we had one of them and it just drove us fucking bananas. And before that, we just had a book with fucking everything in it.
Yeah.
And you just knew where the book was. Everybody knew where to put the book when you used the book.
Well, Dad lost his book and it was panic stations.
Oh, that's bad. Yeah, that would be fucking bad.
But then you're like, I'll just take photos of all the pages on my phone, and then you drop your phone to fucking toilet or...
Yeah, that's right.
I don't know what the answer is. Too many passwords, people.
Yeah, but I used to remember, like, I still know my, like, banking ID number, banking passwords, like, off by heart because I had them before, like, passwords.
Yeah, when
stuff.
phone banking.
Yeah.
I can still rattle off all that. Like, I'll pay for stuff over the phone with a card and just give them the card number.
Yeah, okay. That's
I
pretty
don't
impressive.
have to get my wallet out.
Oh, we've changed things since then. But
even now, if I get a new bank card, I just spend a week learning it.
Yeah.
And then I just
rattle it off.
Yeah,
it's pretty handy.
You get stuck, or my ute's not always here, and then my wallet's always in my ute. Or
but you just forget all your passwords because you're like, oh, I'll just rely on fucking the password thing, and it just drives you fucking mad. And we just stopped using it, put it back in the book. Yeah. And then you start remembering passwords again.
Yeah, because you wrote them down.
Because you write them down, and then you just put them in, and you go, fuck it, I want to get the book. That's what the password is. I think it's that one. And then
is
it
like, a capital or a lower?
Yeah. Is it a 5
is
or a 3? Is
this one that needs a 1 or a special figure? Or
But you just start remembering them again because you're not relying on something else.
Yep.
And so I think, like, convenience really comes at a cost. It comes at a cost of your muscles, and it comes at a cost of your brain. Yeah. Like, you're just not using... We don't use enough memory centre of our brain, at all anymore.
Yeah. Well, that's what Spencer's just hit that time in school where they got to start studying, like, for exams. Like, the teacher will send him home study notes, and he's like, I know them all. He's like, I'll just, like, bring up the thing and just read the question, recite the answer, recite. I said, no, write them down.
Yeah.
And then tomorrow, get a fresh page, write them again. And I said, you won't write the same word for word every time. If the teacher fucks with the wording of the question, it won't catch you up.
Fuck yeah.
As I said, your brain will retain it because you've written it down, yeah. Don't just go, I know the answer, it's 1977 or whatever. Yeah. Because they might just
change that,
flick the wording around or whatever, and then you're cooked.
Yeah. It was amazing, like, but it's like a weird skill. Like, I didn't write stuff for ages, and then I started writing stuff down again.
And I write everything down.
Half lose your ability to write stuff down.
But I lose my fucking... I've got notepads all around this workshop.
You've got notepads for days.
But I write everything down. Like, even if I plan on putting it in my tablet or my phone later, I've tried all the note-taking apps on my phone.
I hate writing on screens. It doesn't feel right. At least
it's handy, but I'd still
we were doing
rather...
stock take here the other day. It was, like, super good for that. But
I'd still rather just have a pen and a notepad and write it down. Because you get home on the weekend, you go, oh, fuck, that's right, I wrote that down. Yeah,
I still had, like I've still got, like, just a handwritten diary.
Oh, yeah.
And I just, like, plan everything in that. Like, it's just fucking so much easier.
It is.
It's just, like, flicking through your phone's all right, but I don't know. It's just not the same. I don't know what it is, what it is in your brain, or maybe it's just our brains that work. Like, maybe some people's brains do work better with phones, but, like, mine's just paper. Like, it's just so much better. I tried to get all technological for a while there, and it just fucking... screws with your noodle fucking flat out.
I've even got, like, a heap of those little A5 notepads just in my backpack and in my ute, and we'll go anytime we go to a meeting somewhere. You just jot down bullet points of what you talked about.
Yeah,
and then you can sort of go back and visit it.
Yeah,
later. So
yeah. Well,
that's note taking.
that's note taking. And that's the potty, I think.
And that's the end of this little treat.
Yeah, this
God, it's been good.
762 has been absolutely
Nearly as good a company
as you, but not quite.
Not quite.
Nothing can be that sweet. All right, boys and girls.
Thank you, everyone.
Thank you for coming for another journey with us. It took some twists and turns, but
always does. You still seem to hang around.
Yeah,
so.
we appreciate it, and we'll be back next week. Thank you so much.
Thank you. See you next time.
Goodbye.
Hooroo.
Hooroo. Hooroo's a banger or something.